Welcome to Part 2, Subject 15, the Paramatma. The Paramatma, or the Supersoul, is a partial representation of the Supreme Person. There are many verses on this subject, so it has been an undertaking to choose just 5, 4 from the Srimad Bhagavatam and 1 from the Bhagavad Gita. So in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 4, in the purport, it is described. The Svatvata Tantra describes, for material creation, Lord Krishna's plenary expansion assumes 3 Vishnus. The first one, Mahavishnu, creates the total material energy known as the Mahatattva. The second, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, enters into all the universes to create diversities in each of them. The third, Kshiradakshay Vishnu, is diffused as the all-pervading Supersoul in all the universes and is known as Paramatma. He is present even within the atoms. Anyone who knows these 3 Vishnus can be liberated from material entanglement. End of quote. All the activities of the material world are directed by these 3 Vishnu expansions of Lord Krishna. In the 13th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna thoroughly explains the Supersoul, the Paramatma. He describes how he, as the Supersoul, simultaneously exists in the hearts of all beings as the well-wishing friend of everyone, the witness to all activities, the maintainer of all things, and the supreme controller within the universe. The living entities have been wandering life after life throughout the material world, undergoing the miserable conditions of material existence. When a person becomes anxious to get free from material entanglement, Krishna, as the Supersoul, directs him to take shelter of his representative, a bona fide spiritual master. The Srimad Bhagavatam has many descriptions of the Supersoul and the nature of the spiritual master, who is his representative. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 4.8.44 purport, the supreme spiritual master is Krishna, who is therefore known as Chaitaguru. This refers to the Supersoul, who is sitting in everyone's heart. He helps from within, as stated in the Bhagavad Gita, and he sends the spiritual master, who helps from without. The spiritual master is the external manifestation of the Chaitya Guru. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 3.31.16 purport, the spiritual master is therefore the mercy manifestation of the Supreme Person. The conditioned soul has to take direct instruction from the spiritual master, and thus he gradually becomes enlightened to the path of Krishna consciousness. The seed of Krishna consciousness is sown within the heart of the conditioned soul, and when he hears instructions from the spiritual master, the seed fructifies and his life is blessed. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 4.28.41 purport, the Lord is the Supersoul seated in everyone's heart, and he acts as the Chaitya Guru, the spiritual master within. However, he gives direct instructions only to the advanced pure devotees. In the beginning, when a devotee is serious and sincere, the Lord gives him directions from within to approach a bona fide spiritual master. When one is trained by the spiritual master according to the regulative principles of devotional service and is situated on the platform of spontaneous attachment for the Lord also gives instructions from within. And the last quote from Srimad Bhagavatam 7:15-76 purport. Krishna does not become the direct spiritual master unless one is fully trained by his representative spiritual master. Therefore, the Lord's representative spiritual master should not be considered an ordinary human being. The representative spiritual master never gives any false knowledge to his disciple, but only perfect knowledge. Thus, he is the representative of Krishna. So just a couple of wonderful quotes about the Paramatma, but also the connection with the bona fide spiritual master. So until we meet for the final subject 16 in part 2, Namaste.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.